Hello and welcome to Priyanshu's pre-match analysis of India versus West Indies, second T20 international at Lauderhill, Florida. Yesterday's game was won by West Indies. They inched ahead by 1 run. MS Dhoni couldn't get 8 of the last over along with KL Rahul, who scored a brilliant century. MS Dhoni, he's one of the best finishers in one-day international cricket, that's what I believe, but T20, I don't think that's his forte. He still doesn't have a single half century in T20 internationals, and he has played 70-odd T20 games. KL Rahul, brilliant maiden century by him. Evan Lewis, great batting effort by him and Johnston Charles. They got West Indies off to a flyer. 126 for the first wicket, but that was yesterday's game. One casualty from yesterday's game, Stuart Binney. He won't be playing today's game. He went for 32 of 1 over. He's a good lower order bat, but given the kind of pitch, you might not need your number 7 or 8 to bat. Mahendra Singh Dhoni has won the toss. He has decided to chase because you don't know what's a good score on this particular ground, on this kind of a track. One thing's for sure, the pitch is going to be flat. There'll be plenty of 4s and 6s. But when the pitch is flat, you need to nail your Yorkers. We saw that at the death bowling by India. Jasprit Bumrah got a couple of wickets. He bowled some good Yorkers. If the pitch has nothing in it, you cannot get away by bowling length balls. You have to nail your Yorkers. Change your lines, change your lengths. Change the pace in your bowling. R. Ashwin and Dwayne Bravo were the only two bowlers in yesterday's game who went for less than 10 runs per over. It was an absolute carnage. A real graveyard for the bowlers, it seems, this particular ground. West Indies, they would like to put 225 runs on board again. As we saw, 225 runs might not be enough. But if India were to bat first, which they are not, I would have thought 225 would have been enough, because it doesn't matter how easy the track is, what kind of a bowling lineup you have. Once you have those many runs on board, it's always pressure of chasing. India showed they did not have any pressure, so they are going with chasing again. I expect Virat Kohli to come good in this game. He did not click yesterday, and it was a big deal that India got so close to the target, even though their best T20 batsman and arguably the best in the world did not click. West Indies, well, their openers are in sublime touch. Chris Gayle is not playing, but I don't think the crowd or anybody missed him yesterday. Players like Andre Russell, Kieron Pollard, Dwayne Bravo. The West Indies T20 team is a star-studded lineup. Carlos Brathwaite, well, to me, he's not the best T20 batsman. He's not the best T20 bowler. Andre Russell, he's a real T20 star for me. So is Dwayne Bravo. But Dwayne Bravo, if this bowler doesn't get his slower deliveries right, the batsman can line him up. We saw it in the IPL. He is expensive. So is Andre Russell. Sunil Narine went for 50 runs in his 3 overs yesterday. A kind of territory he is not used to, but I already said in my pre-match analysis, Indians play Sunil Narine as well as anybody else in the world. Samuel Badri, he was left toothless, but West Indies going with the same side. India, I hope them to gun down any target that West Indies sets. Indian bowlers, they would like to restrict them to less than 225. We'll see what happens in this game. All the best to both the teams. Absolutely fantastic atmosphere. That's what I've heard about Florida. So, great fun in USA. Enjoy cricket. Hopefully some baseball fans would be converted and they'll start watching cricket. Bye-bye for now. Take care.